attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
E.J. Johnson has sparked fresh buzz yet again. And this time the conversation is wilder than ever, because how is he suddenly being compared to his own mother, Cookie Johnson? The internet lit up after E.J. made some bold, eyebrow-raising claims, confidently suggesting he outshines other women and even turns more heads. He didn't stop there.
It's a 35 centimeter, and 35 centimeters are for going to your daytime things, to your fashion show during the day, or to your lunch during the day, or to a breakfast during the day, or running your errands during the day. But anyway, it's during the day. Please don't bring your large format bag on a red carpet at night or during your dinner. You must go home and change and find a smaller format bag.
He went on to say that straight men are naturally drawn to him, insisting they find him more attractive than women themselves. The confidence, the controversy, the sheer audacity of it all, it's exactly the kind of headline-grabbing moment that keeps everyone watching and talking.
Is he sexy?
Yes, he's fine.
He's a loser.
You don't like him, EJ?
Okay.
I met Anthony over the summer when I was vacationing in the south of France. We flirted, made plans to hook up, and yeah, after that, I've noticed that he was talking a lot with Lisa in the corner, and then the man who led me on is now hooking up with my sister, and I'm supposed.
And now, Wendy Williams has entered the chat, and she's not holding back. Known for fiercely defending Black women, Wendy made it clear she wasn't about to let this slide. She openly criticized E.J. Johnson, accusing him of trying to outshine women, including his own mother, Cookie Johnson, just to boost his own image, and she didn't hesitate to call the whole thing distasteful. Still, the internet remains divided. While many are dragging E.J. for his remarks, others argue he's simply living his truth and shouldn't be policed for it. The controversy originally took off after his interview with Carlos King, where he spoke about self-discovery, rejecting labels, and refusing to be boxed into traditional gender roles or pronouns. He also opened up about growing up in Los Angeles as the child of Magic Johnson, navigating elite spaces while being ahead of his time and expressing gender fluidity on screen. But things took a sharp turn when E.J. doubled down on one particular claim, that he mainly attracts straight men. He explained that he doesn't frequent gay spaces because the kind of men he draws attention from simply aren't there. According to him, it's not about hostility, it's about a lack of romantic interest. He even admitted he enjoys those environments socially, but insists the men who pursue him are typically found in straight settings. That statement, however, raised eyebrows fast. Critics were quick to point out that the men he's referring to may not be as straight as he claims, but rather living discreet or double lives, something that opens up a much deeper conversation about identity, secrecy, and internal conflict. The situation only grew more intense when old rumors resurfaced involving Sean Diddy Combs. Following his legal troubles, reports about alleged parties and shocking discoveries reignited speculation, including whispers linking E.J. to those circles. A circulating blind item even hinted at connections between an NBA legend, his son, and Diddy, leading many to assume it referenced Magic Johnson, E.J. and Diddy. While nothing has been confirmed, the speculation has added fuel to an already heated narrative. In the same interview, E.J. also admitted he's never officially dated a celebrity, but hinted at having private encounters with one or two, refusing to go into detail, especially when it came to rappers. What truly pushed people over the edge, though, were E.J.'s comments about women. He boldly suggested that he presents himself better than most women, claiming that's part of why he attracts the men he does. That didn't sit well with many. Critics argued that putting down an entire gender isn't confidence. It's insecurity wrapped in arrogance. Others pointed out the irony, noting that his style and aesthetic are heavily inspired by women in the first place. The backlash was swift, with many calling his remarks misogynistic and unnecessary. And just when it seemed like things couldn't escalate further, E.J. stirred the pot again, this time with a handbag etiquette masterclass, which only reinforced critics' claims that he continues to overstep into spaces where people feel he lacks credibility. The drama didn't stop there. During a recent red carpet moment, E.J. Johnson took it upon himself to school women on handbag etiquette, insisting that oversized bags have no place at formal dinners or evening events and should be swapped out for smaller options. That's when critics really lost it. Social media quickly labeled it peak mansplaining, arguing that women don't need instructions on how to exist in public or manage their own style. To many, it didn't come across as helpful advice. It felt like an unnecessary attempt to control even the smallest personal choices. And the backlash only intensified when people pointed out that, unlike trained designers or stylists, EJ is simply sharing opinions without any formal authority in fashion. As the conversation grew louder, accusations of ego started flying. Critics claimed that presenting himself as the ultimate voice on feminine style exposed a deeper need for validation. But the real twist, rumors began circulating that this isn't just about public commentary. There's allegedly a subtle but intense rivalry brewing within his own family. Whispers suggest EJ may be competing not only with his mother, Cookie Johnson, but even with his sister. That's where Wendy Williams comes back into the spotlight. According to the chatter, Wendy has been openly side-eyeing EJ's behavior, even referencing a story where EJ reportedly got upset when a man showed more interest in his sister than in him. Behind closed doors, Wendy is said to believe that EJ isn't just competing with the women in his life, he's trying to be them. Sources claim she's told those around her that EJ's obsession with high-fashion femininity feels like an attempt to take over the spotlight long held by Cookie. And if that wasn't enough, insiders suggest Wendy finds EJ's constant critiques of women completely exhausting. From her perspective, it's less about fashion and more about attention-seeking, an ongoing performance that's starting to wear thin. The idea of a man dictating how women should carry luxury bags, especially while drawing inspiration from his own mother's style, struck her as bold in the worst way. At this point, the internet seems collectively drained. Many feel EJ presents himself as a seasoned authority on lifestyle and fashion, but comes across more like someone echoing conversations overheard at exclusive brunches. Being iconic, people argue, should feel effortless, but EJ's approach feels overly calculated, almost forced. For some, it's time he drops the rulebook, steps out of this perceived competition with women, and simply enjoys fashion without turning it into a lecture. Still, not everyone agrees with the criticism. Supporters argue that EJ's confidence and individuality are exactly what set him apart, and the backlash might stem from discomfort with how he challenges traditional norms. They believe he's simply being unapologetically himself in a world that often demands conformity. And when it comes to Wendy, fans point out that controversy is part of her brand, so her disapproval doesn't automatically make EJ the villain. At the end of the day, the debate is far from settled. Some see confidence and self-expression, others see arrogance and overreach. One thing's for sure, people are talking. The real question is, whose side are you on?